What's happening, Disney fans? I am Dial here with a trailer review. The final trailer has released for Mufasa, The Lion King, the prequel slash midquel of Lion King 2019. It's coming out this December, just in time for Christmas. So you guys know how much I am not a fan of the majority of the live action remakes of Disney. This is not even technically a live action film. It's animated, but it's made to look like it's photorealistic. So it's still animated, but it's a remake. Um, and yeah, I've been very vocal of how much I dislike Lion King 2019. I thought that was a really bad remake. It was probably one of the worst ones they put out. But the movie obviously has its fans. It made over $1 billion, so of course they will want to make more from this. And so this is where we're getting this prequel slash midquel, which is talking about the origins of Mufasa, and how he became king. And I obviously it's not necessary for them to make this movie. Uh, but we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. My expectations are extremely low. The director Barry Jenkins is coming to work on this. He worked on Moonlight, so I'm. It gives me a little bit of hope that he wanted to come in and do this type of film. So maybe it was slightly better than the original, but I'm not getting my hopes up at this point. But I do remember when I saw the first trailer of Mufasa, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? That didn't look too bad, guys. Like, it still could be awful, but just from what I'm seeing, it looks like it has a lot more life and expression to it than the original. You know, like Lion King 2019 had barely had any emotion and expression. It felt like a nature documentary. This one, it feels like the animals have more expression. They're not trying to make it look so realistic. It feels a lot more whimsical and fantastical and more colorful. Actually, that was another thing that I noticed from the 2019 movie is that it felt so. This one doesn't feel as dull as the 2019, so it's like brushes we should have got from the first film. Like, we shouldn't be worrying about making it feel real because they're talking animals. Like, why are we worried so much about them looking so real? Like, this is not this is not the type of project that calls for that. If you're having talking animals and having them do stuff that an animal would do, like embrace that. And it looks like that movie is doing it. Now, that being said, I'm still very skeptical about the story because having Mufasa be the adopted child, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, he's actually, I thought he was blood. Actually, for the hardcore Lion King fans. I mean, if they wanted to tell a story about an orphan, and I think Scar would have fit that a lot better. But I don't know. I'm trying not to get too hard about that, but I can't deny it and say that something feels like something feels off with them changing the story like that. Especially with how they built Mufasa up to being the king that he was. You would assume that he was actual part of the royal family and the great kings of the past and stuff like that. So that kind of throws a little wrench in that, but it is what it is. Um, I'm also very curious about the white lions in this too, like them trying to take so as the antagonist, them trying to take over Pride Rock. Um, I think I said this when I reviewed the first teaser, but it feels like they're trying to have some homages from Kimba the White Lion, so maybe that was their influence there. So it should see how that goes. Seeing more of Sarabi, young Sarabi, so that's cool. Seeing her be more a part of the story, and obviously Zazu's going to be there. Um, Timon and Pumbaa doing their Timon and Pumbaa thing, which I'm guessing they'll play a part when it comes to like Rafiki telling the story. I guess they'll be telling the stories to Timon and Pumbaa and whatever's going to be happening in present day. We'll see how that goes because Kiara is supposed to be in here, voiced by Blue Ivy. So wonder what story they will tell in the present day. I don't even know. Maybe that'll be very minimal and it'll mostly be about the young Mufasa story. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I don't know, guys. Like, I know there's a lot of people that like are hating that this movie is coming out and what they're seeing from this so far. They are not impressed. Like they feel like it's more of the crap that we've been getting from the remakes as of late. But and don't get me wrong, like I'm still very skeptical about this movie. I still don't think they should have made this film. But I'm not gonna lie and say that like from what I'm seeing from the trailers, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just from the trailers, it looks like they're putting more effort into this. That's just my opinion. It still could fall flat, and the way they do the story still could be bad, and there still could be some wacky stuff with the movements of the animals for sure. But I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm not hating, but yeah, that's all I have to say about this final trailer. Hopefully it won't be the worst thing